Well, hello, everyone. Welcome in and happy Friday. I do have an announcement. I'm going to be doing some Jupiter retrograde readings. The first one will actually be out later today, so keep a lookout for that, as if we needed any more retrogrades right now. Thankfully, Venus retrograde has ended. So keep an eye out for that. Outside of that, let's dive in to see how everyone's weekend is going to go. All right, is it going to be a good weekend for Aries? Is it going to be a good weekend? Let's see. Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Coins, Nine of Wands, Queen of Coins, Strength card of Leo, Eight of Cups, Ten of Wands, Magician, Queen of Swords. Yeah, this is good. This is pretty good. Hey, okay. This does feel like someone who is taking stock of what has worked in life, what versus what hasn't, but there's the emphasis on what has. Okay. And so this has actually slowed down this particular Aries into advancing into any other additional commitments in their life, whether romantic or otherwise. Because there's something about the other commitments that have been made before that have left Aries exhausted. It takes a lot to exhaust an Aries. Okay, so the fact that someone has achieved this should probably be slapped. Because they did something wrong. Um, excuse me. So in the review of the Eight of Coins, the fruits of one's labor, right? Reviewing the harvest and seeing what has worked, slowing your momentum in the direction of any additional partnership seems to be the right thing to do right now. Okay. This is something that you're sticking to your guns at. You're willing to protect your happiness from any one that could help potentially influence the loss of it. You're going to stick to your guns on this to reestablish your energy physically and emotionally. It's not noting mentally, so you may want to work on that too. But it's showing me in your physical world and emotionally. Okay, so that may perhaps those are the two biggest areas that took the greatest hit. There was lessons here learned about preserving one's own contentment, happiness, sense of self and life. Okay. So now like it's almost kind of like when they put a big chain link fence around a building of a new home or a huge renovation, right? They put that big chain link fence in to keep everything that needs to keep in and keep everything that needs to keep out while progress is being made inside. This is what's happening here. The start of a renovation from the inside out. Okay. Is it going to be a lot? Yes. But one thing it's going to do, one very important thing it's going to do, okay, and this process might get a little bit overwhelming at times, but it's going to help you focus your manifestation in the future of when you want to bring something into being. Of when you want to. You're going to be so clear, so precise, no one's going to be able to like pull the wool over your eyes on this going forward, which is awesome. Okay. But yeah, there were risks taken on a lover's connection in which you were given very little and it ended very badly. There was a time when it was happy, but I'm seeing more suffering than happiness in the end. Someone with an avoidant personality who would not argue with you, who would not get in the ring to discuss with you, so you had to leave. Okay. The resistance in looking at the self, because I'm getting someone who did like a little piece of like soul work here, a little piece of soul work there kind of thing. The discovery of how much of the overall life problem is just the self. Okay. That's you're not able to avoid pointing fingers at the self anymore, which is good. Which is good. I know it's reflecting in my physical world. Okay. So now You're stepping up to the plate. This is good. You're starting to put the chain link fence around the house before you start demolishing walls. Take your time with this. Be gentle and kind to yourself during this, because you're going to come out solid on the other side. Good luck, guys. Is it going to be a good weekend for Taurus? Is it going to be a good weekend for Taurus? Let's dig in. Okay. Knight of Swords. 10 of Wands. Nice. 6 of Wands. Yes. Empress, card of Taurus and Libra. 3 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. Good job. Okay. 8 of Pentacles. Moon, card of Pisces. 3 of Swords. This is really interesting. Overall, this is very good. There's something to approach here, but let's start at the top and work our way down. There's something here where you're taking off with some sort of work or project that you're going to crush over the course of this weekend. There's some sort of project to crush. You're to move through it faster than you realize, or there's at least an excitement to work on this. What this is going to do is actually paving you to receive your 10 of Pentacles, your long-term stability. This is a long-term stability sort of plan, okay? Interesting. Whatever it is you're planning for this, you're not telling everyone. You're going to let your success kind of announce your success for you instead of you talking about it, which sounds like us, right? The part here, we'll get more back into that, but let's get down into this first. We've got Taurus and Libra and Pisces energy for those of you keeping track. From the abundance that's created here, that 10 of Pentacles you're creating is also making you a little bit sad and anxious. Okay. Almost like you would use this 10 of coins to move out of a situation, but like the more that becomes real, the sadder you are. Like if you feel bad that you have to leave kind of thing, there's a little bit of that. Like there could be arguments you don't want to face when you leave, things like that. Don't let that slow down this progress that your energy wants to make this weekend. Okay. It's important if you can compartmentalize this, just focus on this 10 of Pentacles coming in on the horizon, and that's it. Okay. Holding on to the work, yep. If it's causing some sleepless nights, you got to find out how to fix that, okay? Sleep is important. Aries energy, therefore. Those keeping track. It's almost like you're trying to keep, because I feel like this Emperor is 2 people. Like you're trying to keep this plan from one, but hoping there's one in the future. But hoping there's one in the future after you leave. Okay, after. Okay. Yeah, happiness awaits, babe. Get past the struggle, fight through the struggle, fight through the self-doubt, any of that kind of stuff. And if there's any fire in your chart, let that drive you. I mean, the Taurusness in you is going to drive you pretty far, but I'm just saying, if you need to light a fire under you, use the fire in your chart. So in the building of this 10 of Pentacles actually houses a lot of healing that's going to basically domino effect in you over time. It's helping your heart. It's helping your mind. It's a little slower in rebalancing your physical stability. It's slower in delivering the pentacles. The mental and emotional recovery is going to happen a lot faster. I'm not saying you're going to have to wait for this to come in as far as you think. I'm telling you, the mental and emotional recovery is going to happen faster than you realize. Okay. So keep doing you. Fold into this motivation. Okay. The plan is here. The plan is working. The plan is working because you're watching this 10 of coins come in. And when you're able to reap the benefits of the harvest of this 10 of pentacles, okay, and you recover mentally and emotionally, these steps will be easier to face when they come, when it's time. Until then, don't think about them because they're not real yet. Okay? Good luck, guys. All right, Gemini, let's see. Is it going to be a good weekend for Gemini? Ooh, truth. Okay, let's see if it reflects. Okay, either truth about a Taurus or truth about a commitment. Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. King of Swords, that's Aquarian energy. Eight of Pentacles, Temperance, card of Sag. Devil, card of Capricorn. Hierophant, card of Taurus. Didn't want to come out after all. Ten of Cups. Wow. This feels like some harsh realizations. So not the best, but it's good that they're happening, you know? It's technically good, but it feels like shit. It feels like there's this understanding of holding on the idea of either relationship and or home for too long. It's a form of the idea that needs to be abandoned, that you're realizing needs to be abandoned. Something about it isn't good for you. Okay. And what's giving you this data is the fruits of your labor over time, seeing it plainly. You could be literally looking at the last 8 years. The last 8 years. Like, what has it looked like? I can't turn around and say, oh, it'll be different next year. It's like you've had 8 years. Okay. This is telling me that there wasn't the discovery that the risk wasn't taken for what was needed, what was wanted by the heart. And I have a feeling it has to do with that, devil. There's the truth of seeing that this particular Gemini has denied allowing themselves to choose happiness with someone, long-term happiness with someone. You could have thought that the Ten of Pentacles was where it's at, long-term stability. Okay. But happiness, the fear of choosing happiness. Yes, there was someone who was the Queen of Wands' son. You were attracted to them big time. Big time. So in this review of the last 8 years, let's go with that. It's strong for somebody. It's who was true to me, who was not, who still is not, who still is. How do I reshuffle my life in a way where those who are true to me have more priority and those who don't, I can leave out in the cold? What made me select those people? What was it? Was it a superficial thing? It's really easy to choose people superficially if you work a superficial job. Like if you work in entertainment, super easy to do. Really easy to do because it feels normal. It does. It feels normal. So if it's something you made a career out of, and now you're pausing to reflect and look back, whether it's a milestone birthday that happened this year, whatever it is, that's making you reflect, I'm glad something is. Okay, so you can correct. Yes, it was a lover's connection. Yes. You would like to speak to this empress, this particular empress, whoever this is. Ah, but you also have to, here's admitting that pride, excuse me, that pride has not allowed you to admit the secret to your own heart that you would love to start over. Okay, that you would love to start over. I'm actually glad that it's the Hierophant and not the Lovers because it would have shown me that this was an unrequited thing. Okay, because you're actually showing me point blank, you fear giving yourself permission for long-term happiness with another person. But now you're reflecting and now you're realizing. And that is a really good start. All you have to do is take the next step. Don't worry about the end game, just the next step. Good luck, guys. Alrighty. Is it going to be a good weekend for Cancer? Is it going to be a good weekend for Cancer? Is it going to be a good weekend for Cancer? Star card of Aquarius, Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords. Ooh. Okay. And then Six of Swords, King of Wands, that's Leo energy, Two of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Three of Cups. Some realizations this weekend. These in the process, it feels like this is a Cancer who is now out of a situation. Okay, that did not end well. That did not end well. But now you see, now that you're out of it, processing, healing, doing your thing, you're starting to see that situation clear. It's the whole hindsight's 2020 kind of thing. Now that you look back on it in the immediate past, there's the whole, hey, there was an amusement park of red flags that I did not acknowledge because whatever about this felt normal. Or I didn't know what to question, how to question, or what was exactly wrong. I didn't see it like I see it now. There's something where you are around others that are giving you a better example of others, that are giving you a better example of what to expect in any dynamic with anyone. Okay. So not only is it hitting you that it was right to exit this thing, but it's also restoring your energy. It's restoring your fire. And now you're seeing that, wait, there's a whole lot of choices I can make going forward. And relationship could work all kinds of ways. All kinds of ways. I'm not stuck anymore. I have a choice. My heart can now move. So it's like, since this breakdown, breakup, whatever this was, you could have reserved your energy or just specifically your heart space. Okay. And left it on back burner for a bit. But something has happened where you're realizing more truth about the connection that you left that's freeing up your energy to now move forward in the present. This is an excellent realization. Okay. But when you get to the point when you're starting to be overly critical, that's when the friend circle steps in and says, dude, okay, it's time to drop it now. You're going too far. So if you want to, if it was a bad relationship, it was a bad relationship. But if you're trying to make a villain out of the other person when they weren't really that, your friends are going to step in and go, stop, stop, stop. You're done. It's behind you. Let's have a good time this weekend. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's important to learn the truth of what was there, but to demonize someone else when they aren't Satan is another thing. Okay. Especially if you have kids together. Don't make that any worse. There's the strong desire for a loving relationship, the King of Cups, Queen of Cups right there. There's still that. But there's all of this. There's something about your singular energy that needs to be embraced that you're not fully doing. That you're not fully doing. Whatever that is in your experience, it's like there's it's some concept that you keep holding on to. Um, could be based around your expression of your fire. Like your fire expression does not compute to stability. It's like that. It sounds like a mismatched libido kind of thing. There's something there that needs to be healed when it comes to the perception of expressing your fire, and that means passion in all ways. Could be creativity, could be a whole lot of things. Okay. Because the point is to learn from this and to lean into your fire. Okay, it's going to open up a whole new set of choices for you moving forward. Okay, good luck, guys. All right, is it going to be a good weekend for Leo? Is it going to be a good weekend for Leo? 7 of Cups, 2 of Wands, 8 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Wands, Empress, card of Taurus, and Libra. 10 of Wands, King of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. This feels like a tough choice. This feels like a tough choice to deal with this weekend. So this feels like something regarding a decision you really don't want to make. You're really terrified to make. Just clamming up. Okay. Does something change? Yes. Okay. Just Emperor, so it is. There's something here where when you accept the choice you want to make, you're going to have to, it feels like, contend with others. This almost feels like picking a partner that maybe your family doesn't like, kind of thing. There's something that changes that makes you wade through these other people in order to obtain some sort of collaboration, or restart with an Empress, depending on who this is for you. It's a victory that can be had, but there's something where you know that should you go toward this Empress, that it's going to be the end of either the end of certain soul bonds like family, friends, and you, okay, hold on. It's like all coming in at once. You have to be content in your heart space with your choice so it doesn't bother you where you're not allowed to go anymore. Like, for example, if your family says, well, if you pick her, then don't come around for the holidays anymore. Kind of like that. And you have to make peace with the possibility that there's something that's going to move your physical world away from whoever these 5 of Wands people are. Scorpio energy, that were with the King of Cups. Okay. But accepting the choice of this Empress, because this is showing me, this is you underneath. Emperor has to fight through these people. Okay. And it's not that he can't. But who will he do it for? His Empress in a heartbeat. Okay. So once it's accepted by this particular Leo, okay, that this is my choice, this is what I'm happy with, this is how it's going to be, the weight off the heart space, gone. Gone. Okay. Is this Leo going to have problems with this trust? Yes. Is that their problem? Yes. Also, yes. But the win is big. You've been wishing for this person. You have been wishing for this person. Whether it's someone new or someone you already know. Yep, soul bond, for sure. For sure. Long term. Possibly 2 kids. I see 2 kids, a house, and a car. Maybe a 3rd kid. Wow. All signs except swords underneath there. It could be the decision of this Empress wanting to be a stay-at-home. She could want to be a stay-at-home. She would love that. This the truth. She's had the whole truth coming to Jesus conversation with herself. For someone, it's becoming a stay-at-home mom, and this Emperor backing that. It's like, don't want to make this decision, but in the end, you know it's good. She knows it's good. Everyone else has a problem with it. Screw everybody else. Okay, you guys enjoy your lives. Alrighty, is it going to be a good weekend for Virgo? Is it going to be a good weekend for Virgo? Page of Wands. Sun, Knight of Cups, Leo energy with the Sun, Hangman. Death card of Scorpio. Four of Cups, King of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. This is good. It feels like you hear from someone. It feels like you hear from someone that you like. Okay, you hear from someone that you like in that kind of way, or at least crush kind of feeling here. It does feel like someone who hasn't been in your life anymore. It does feel like this person is bringing new perspective or answers as to why because of what happened before. And the thing about it is, as disappointing as you were that this had to end, you actually understand their motivation very clearly. Okay. That feels like a risk had to be taken about an emperor you didn't know about. That was becoming overwhelming for this person to deal with. It very well could be it could be an overwhelming boss. It literally could be simply that for somebody. Could it be a soon-to-be ex-husband? Yeah, sure. But it's coming across as a general kind of thing, which is usually more work. And so it looks like this person is resurfacing to clarify why they vanished. Okay. And it makes sense to you in what they've mentioned about this other person, this job. Okay. There's something here where you are excited. You are excited. They seem to be quite the catch. There's you and Leo energy with that. You're excited to see what's going to result from this reconnection. So it's a great conversation, and it's just the start. It's just the start. Yeah, this emperor caused a lot of problems. And she woke up to it. She woke up to it. The devil, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Swords. Could have even caused some insomnia for somebody. This is where she learned the disconnect is the win. Or as Steve Harvey says, the breakup is in the blessing. Okay. She went a whole cycle. Like, she could have vanished for like a year. I keep getting feminine energy. She could have vanished for like a year. She was stuck for a bit. 8 months to a year. 8 months to a year for someone. A whole cycle. Wow. Wow. Got it. This is why I think it's a job. She had the established illusion in her mind that this was stable. Yeah, no. Then the mask comes off and it's like, "Oh shit. I'm in a I'm in a haunted house. I need to get out of this nightmare." Mhm. Mhm. Taking stock of the fruits and giving oneself permission to change their situation to something that's more ideal. So they let the tower fall. Good job. They let the tower fall. Doesn't matter if it was a soul bond of any kind, whether a boss, romantic, or whatever, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So you're excited to hear from not just this person, but the amount of clarity they're expressing themselves with to you. Okay. And it seems like you, Virgo, just really kind of hold back, keep to yourself, and just let them talk. Because that's taught all of us, people tell on themselves all the time if you let them talk, right? But in letting this person talk, as bummed as you are to find out what happened and what they went through, outside of it possibly hurting you at the time when this person kind of fell off the planet, there's something there where you see their perspective, you understand what happened, And you really are looking forward to see what's going to happen next with them, which really depends on the two of you. But I'm glad that you're happy that this person has resurfaced. They seem to be excited about it too. Good luck, guys. All right. Is it going to be a good weekend for Libra? Is it going to be a good weekend for Libra? Is it going to be Three of Swords, Empress, card of Taurus and Libra, Judgment, Queen of Swords, Seven of Cups, Justice, Ten of Swords, Hermit, card of Virgo, Knight of Cups. Well, I'm not worried about but the two of these together, it's like could be a legal thing for someone. Like if you got a court summons or something like that, in order to put a bad situation to bed. More generally speaking, there's over the course of the weekend, there's an awakening that is a bit of a it's a help on the release of a Three of Swords. Does it cause some anxiety? Yeah, it can. Sure. Anything that feels new can, especially when you're releasing stuff. This is also a note that it's time to release something. So if you're still carrying like any unforgiveness about a particular situation or person, it might be time to look at that. I'm hearing someone say, where do I start? Where do I start? Because it's like once you clear this, it's going to be clear on what to choose moving forward. Okay. It's going to be really clear on what to choose moving forward. There's thought patterns that aren't serving you, that are starting to dissipate. What this is doing is starting to it feels like these patterns are going from subconscious to conscious for you to review. Okay. What this does is liberate the heart space when you release these. The heart is more open, it's more available. Okay. Excuse me. I do feel like this Empress is someone who's waiting for the other shoe to drop when it comes to you. You've got a plan in place that's going to change your life. New goals, new stability. You're headed straight for it. You're ready to fight for it. Good. The things worth it most in life usually are worth fighting for. There's something here that's saying that there's a plan in place that you have that's going to transform your stability in a way that's going to put you in the direction of the unknown. And it can be quite literally like something like, say you've always rented before, and now you've created a Ten of Pentacles where you can own a home, and there's the frontier, the unknown frontier of home ownership, and the random emergency costs that can come with it, for example, something like that. I don't mean that you're about to like discover Mars or anything. And I'm glad that you're more excited about it than petrified. There's something about this plan that you had. It was an original plan that was kind of turned on its ear where you had to make adjustments in order to either keep the plan by modifying it or make certain adjustments that take certain people out of it that you had originally planned to stay in it. Like if this Empress is boss or mom and they were supposed to be a part of the plan and say the job didn't work out, and now you have to make adjustments to get like the same job title somewhere else away from this person because it turned out being working for a bad company, for example. There's the annoyance and frustration of having to make those changes, but fully capable of making those changes. Because as you're releasing and processing these patterns and your heart is opening up, so does your optimism, which is awesome. That's going to be a really positive next chapter for you. Okay. Good luck, guys. All right. Is it going to be a good weekend for Scorpio? Is it going to be a good weekend for Scorpio? Let's see. 5 of Cups, 7 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 9 of Cups, Temperance card of Sag, Page of Cups. Okay. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, 4 of Wands. Strength card of Leo. A lot of people really diving into their thoughts and reviews this weekend, which is good. It is good, because then we face things. There's a regret, a big regret on previously rejecting a particular 2 of Cups, a particular soul bond. But what's happening now is realizing, understanding, and accepting that this was a connection that you actually had been waiting for, and then in turn gave little to. So you saw, this shows me there's some sort of ego death or ego growth here, because what this is showing me is that at the time you saw it as a win to be manipulative about this connection, and by knowing what it is but giving very little to it. Okay. I think Gemini had an equal coming to Jesus kind of self-talk. It almost feels like a twin flame was rejected, which is tough. Like, any rejection's tough, sure, but when you feel that level of connection kind of thing and you treat it so frivolously, it really hurts the other person because of how much they feel in connection with you. It's truly undeniable. Okay, so now there's a lot of thoughts, okay, around this particular 4 of Wands with this person who doesn't feel like they are around. Understanding the level of courage it would take to assess this in real time, aka revisit this connection in any kind of way, speak to this person in any kind of way. It feels like the crux of it after the admission is strategy. Am I going to do anything about this? What can I do about this? What does that look like? Strong desire for balancing out, for justice. On the Queen of Pentacles, you said was just a friend, perhaps. It was real. There was a real Ace of Pentacles right behind her. It seems that you spend time keeping an eye out for them, which makes sense. There's quite the draw, the energetic draw for a twin flame. Okay. So the 10 of Pentacles you were in was actually, okay, so you see how you thought what you were in was a 10 of Cups. Actually, it was a 10 of Wands. It was a dressed up 10 of Pentacles. It was a 10 of Wands. 10, 10, 10. Wow. Some reason you only allowed yourself to see the pentacle part, the long-term stability part, not the overwhelm part. Sure, it could have started happy. Everything usually starts happy. That don't mean nothing. See, I took too long to see. Because of my ego. I took too long to see what I was really in. Okay. I'm so glad everybody's having these thoughts this weekend, because then they can process and move forward. Now you're trying to, now that a point of awakening has happened to see where your heart truly lies. There you are, King of Cups, Ace of Cups, Judgment. There's the awakening, where you now see plain as day where you would like to move your energy. Now you're trying to understand how can you strategize a way that this person would accept your communication. It's going to take courage, my friend. Is it possible? It's always possible. But you have to execute the plan to see if it's successful. Good luck, guys. Alrighty. Is it going to be a good weekend for Sagittarius? Is it going to be a good weekend for Sagittarius? Let's dig in. Emperor, Aries energy. Wheel of Fortune. King of Pentacles, that's Taurus energy. Ace of Wands. Ten of Coins. Seven of Wands. King of Swords, that's Aquarian energy. The Sun. Two of Coins. Oh, this is kind of sad. This is kind of sad. So this is discovering that there's someone that's had a change of heart when it comes to long term. This doesn't feel like you're in a relationship with this person. You could have been previously. You could have been previously. This person has had a change of heart when it comes to searching for long term. I mean, they could have had a past experience that's so bad that they just don't want anything to do with anybody. But this does feel like an ex. And the reason I say that is because it looks like this person that once made you happy is now happy doing everything else. And that sounds a little harsh, but that's how cut and dry it's coming in. Okay. This is understanding that a real spouse dynamic was put out in the cold. And now the outcome unknown. Will it ever be real? It's being accepted by someone that it won't be. Okay. It feels like it's this emperor, whoever this emperor is to you. Okay. There's illumination around a Ten of Pentacles, a long-term stability situation that is now off limits. It's now off limits. Okay. So this part here, which I hope is a point of awakening here with the Sun. I mean, you could simply see this person outside playing with their kids, but there's something there where there is clearly contentment there, where it's almost like they don't need me. And it feels harsh. It feels harsh because I don't know the context of the whole thing. Um, oh, got it. It ended badly. Ten of Swords, Tower, Seven of Swords, Three of Swords. Ouch. Ouch. It ended badly. Okay. So if you're wondering if this ever had a shot of another round, I'm sorry, friend. It looks like you're coming to the conclusion that the answer is no. Because this other person is learning that being in their solo energy with their friends and chosen family, or their family that loves them, that their energy is peaceful there. That is how it's coming across. Peaceful. Which tells me that relationship was not. So one day when this person does search, it's going to be for someone, they're noting for someone mentally, emotionally mature and forthcoming, interesting, and forthcoming before they'll ever pursue relationship ever again. Man, this ended bad. This ended really bad. Three of Swords, Seven of Swords with the Ten of Swords. Yeah, Tower. It crumbled to dust. It crumbled to dust. So things changed between the two of you. It ended badly, and this person has no desire to set foot in near relationship anytime soon. And that happens sometimes, and that's okay. Especially it's showing that this person is content around their friends and family or chosen family. Okay. They feel more at peace at home there. And that's correct for them for now. Okay, that's correct for them for now. That's okay. So the realization is hitting that they're happy where they are with what they've chosen to do. That there isn't desire for more to go back to the past with you. Okay. Sorry about this, but it's good to know. And good luck with it, guys. Alrighty, let's dig in. Is it going to be a good weekend for Capricorn? Is it going to be a good weekend for Capricorn? Let's see. That Three of Pentacles really did want to come out. Look at that. Ace of Swords. High Priestess, card of Pisces. Queen of Cups. King of Cups. Ooh. Judgment. Okay. Eight of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. Hermit, card of Virgo. This is interesting. So, this is a very intuitive Capricorn. Is this a good weekend? Yes. Something over the course of this weekend, possibly, and while you are doing whatever you do for your spiritual practice, the truth is going to hit you that collaboration or partnership is on the horizon. Okay. There's a point of awakening for the heart space that's going to generate a connection that is very, very loving. King of Cups, Queen of Cups, Judgment card. Okay. It feels like this is something you may not share with others for a long time, which I totally hear you. Especially not sharing it online, making sure you're good to go, everything's copacetic and strong before you start shouting it from the rooftops. Totally fine. So there's something about this particular connection that you're going to find different than the others. And I don't mean to sound cliche. You're going to see it with evidence, with continued, consistent evidence in the harvest of this connection. Okay. Where you're going to discover all that's possible for you, for them, for the both of you together once you're in a connection like this. You haven't been in one like this. Because when you're in one like this, you could manifest whatever you want for your life. Anything, whatever you want for your life. The options that become available become mind-blowing because they weren't there before. Because when you have two self-aware, mature, loving energies together, the manifestation energy that they create together is twice. It's easier to make things come to pass together. Okay? So this connection becomes a different kind of opportunity for this particular Capricorn, because if you've had a to-do list of goals, guess what you're about to crush in like 1 year? You will. You totally will. There's the secretly wondering of if this will ever happen, if divine counterpart will happen, if the wish will happen. That's okay. You can be a little bit scared of it. Just be more excited about it coming in than you are scared it will never happen. So at least that positive energy can nix the negative and the manifestation can still occur. And see, they're waiting for their divine feminine. The emperor was under her. The empress is under him. It was beautiful. He's been waiting. He said bye to a bad thing, and he still has the optimism to wait for the right person. Perhaps that's what the lesson of the last connection taught him. Because he wants his empress, he wants his spouse, he wants his love. Yes. It was beautiful. Friggin' beautiful. So if you have a dream over this weekend or during your spiritual practice that comes in, know that it is yours. There's the Lovers. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. All you're going to learn with this is absolutely beautiful. Perhaps a little overwhelming. Definitely life-changing. Okay? So get ready, because that goal list, you're going to shove it through pretty fast. You're going to have to make a whole new list, which a Capricorn will have no problem doing. Good luck, guys. All right. Is it going to be a good weekend for Aquarius? If I can keep all the cards from jumping on the deck. Is it going to be a good weekend for Aquarius? Ace of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Hangman, Six of Cups, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, Judgment, come here, Four of Swords, Ace of Cups. Interesting. A lot of revelations people are having this weekend, which I'm totally for. Someone is quite content at being single, but is also kind of looking at, do I want a soulmate though? What would that look like? And as this thought process starts to percolate with the universe and starts to generate a soulmate, it's because we're going from that Six of Cups, desire, Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, fire, intention, passion, creativity, starting to move toward that direction. The more you move toward that direction, the more the heart heals and opens up. And so by the time this person appears, you're ready. Okay. So it's not, I want someone right now. It's like, no. I like being single. I like having no one tell me what to do. Not that I would let that happen anyway. Right? But let's just start thinking about it. What would, how awesome would that be? Are we thinking like an Empress? Card of Taurus and Libra with the Six of Wands? Is that the win? That would be the win to long term. So long term, I'm hearing joyfully with an Empress. Okay. That's the only thing you would let yourself permission to go towards if it's a lover's connection with an Empress. So now you're watching for it like a hawk. There's another ending that you're waiting to detonate or exit from, another situation, before you give this more focus. So you have your priorities listed properly for you. Okay. Properly for you. That needs to be noted. It was some sort of reset that you had given yourself time to build that you were originally happy to take on. There was supposed to be a significant gain in this situation, but it turns out that's not just going to be the case. So it's almost a matter of cutting your losses. You know it's over, and that a risk must be taken in a new direction. Okay. Manifesting your fire. Good. Good. You're letting your fire manifest for you. You want that Two of Cups. So this is someone who's being real honest with themselves about what needs to be done first, second, third, and to ensure not just success, but being able to handle the ripple effect of it all. Okay. Because as you do this and as you're methodical about what it is that you wish to unfold in your life, the more you evolve, excuse me, the more you evolve, the more you heal, the more you're going to be ready when someone else comes with their Ace of Cups to exchange with you. Isn't that beautiful? It's like, because you're a little like held up right now because you're waiting for that Tower 10 of Swords, which is a brutal ending, but it's something that you are waiting for, that you know it's going to just timber and fall and shatter. And in the meantime, you're listing, this needs to happen next, this needs to happen next, this needs to happen next, I'm feeling very methodical Aries that trust themselves and their ability to plan and prioritize. So when this Tower falls, you start executing the plan. And you're good. You're good. So keep making that list. And good luck, guys. Alrighty, everyone. Let's see if it's going to be a good weekend for Pisces. Is it going to be a good weekend for Pisces? Let's see. The World, that's fixed energy. Tower, Scorpio energy. Chariot, Cancer energy. Wheel of Fortune, Devil, card of Capricorn, 3 of Wands. Hermit, card of Virgo, 4 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, Taurus energy. There's some sort of ending that you get to move on from that has come as quite of a shock. Okay. Literally get to move on from, like, pack the car and go. Okay. But there's something about this that is good because it's the change of a bad situation. Let's see what we see coming in on the horizon here. Communication that you desire coming in on the horizon. The original fear of, will things change and become what it is that I need it to become? The answer is yes. It comes in. It does come in. It takes some time, sure. Sure. There's something about regret not taking a particular opportunity that you're beating yourself up for now, but there's no point in that because it's already gone. It's gone. Okay, there's this card stuck there. Ah, someone hit a point of awakening. Something about a Pisces in a role of authority over another person where the decisions made in that authority role actually ended up in a loss for the Pisces when perhaps you thought it was going to be a gain. There's a lover cycle here that was missed. Someone came to the table with the King of Cups and the other person came with the Page of Cups instead of the Queen. There was an Ace of Cups to a Ten of Cups cycle that was completely missed. Completely missed altogether. Okay. There is a Pisces masculine here that has restricted fire. What I mean is, and this is something you do not want to restrict. You just need to learn how to properly and who to properly and where to properly express. The most common form of that is a libido mismatch between you and your partner. Or someone telling you that your creative ideas are shit when your creativity comes from your fire. There's something there where part of embodying the fullness of this particular Pisces is long overdue. And I hope with the ending of whatever this is, it's allowing you to expand in your fullness of who you are. Okay. There's something here where there's also a discovery of physical world, could just literally be money, has held you back. It could be stuff has held you back. Resources are supposed to help support our life on this planet, not weigh it down, ball and chain it rather. Because what this is saying, it's like you embrace the wrong thing. Perhaps the love cycle was supposed to be embraced, not the stuff kind of deal. And this is all being discovered now. See, I've seen it for a few signs this week. That's Pisces, Gemini, and I think Scorpio, maybe even Sag, where it's like huge revelations over the course of the weekend. Review shoulda, coulda, woulda. The truth of one's own decisions. This is very important. This is very important so we could see ourselves clearly without ego and then choose differently or better for ourselves. This is an opportunity to do that now that something has ended and you are moving forward in another direction. Okay. Good luck, guys.